When I'm walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. It's the same night. Oh, nice. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
We will rock you. I wasn't sure what the... Hey, I saw footage of you on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you were at a gig, yeah, and like you, what is this going on here? Explain what this is.
All right.
It's kind of like crowd surfing.
It was crowd surfing in installments. I haven't seen that footage. I was at that was at the Leeds Festival, which is this massive music festival in the UK, and I was up on stage, and it was one of those, it was like a massive, 1,000 people in the audience, and there was a guy, here's how it started, there was a guy dressed as Santa.
Of course, that's how it always starts.
Yeah. And so I made Santa crowd surf his way to the stage,
Nice.
which he did, and then he stood on stage and watched me for the whole gig like this. Santa had had a few whiskies. And then I got to the end of the gig and said, I was starting to talk about my artificial foot, and someone in the crowd went, show us! So I went, all right, there it is. And then someone else went, crowd surf it!
Crowd surf it.
So, and I called, I went, well, I don't know, I'm going to have to check with Santa. And Santa belched and went, do it. So then I took my foot off and started to crowd surf it around the room. Meanwhile, someone kicked a beach ball up on stage. So I like perched on the beach ball as my foot, as it got back to the stage, I swear to God, a guy down the front went, hey mate, you can't sing Footloose anymore because George Michael's gay. It was just the most bizarre moment.
And you know what you would have is like people coming to like the next show the next night going, I hear he does this great thing with a beach ball, his leg, a stoned Santa and some random Footloose comment.
Well, do you know the next night I was in Reading for the Reading Festival, and same thing, middle of the afternoon, 1,000 people, and I said to her, and I said, oh, the last time I was here in Reading, I got heckled from a woman up the back in a wheelchair who had an artificial foot. And this voice went, that was me! I went, was it you? And it was the best heckle ever. She actually took her foot off and passed it around. And I said, well, because of you, I did this whole thing last night in Leeds. I want to come up there and shake your hand. And she went, I haven't got any.
Pills, did you ever fear that, you weren't going to get the foot back? Because, you go to the football and people nick off your football. Do you ever think this may not come back?
Yeah, it was at that I want you to keep that above your head. So you actually I want you to keep that above, have your fun,
Just in case it came back, you go, hang on, this is not my foot! Somebody swapped it!
Now, you know what you should have done is incorporated that into the Paralympics, because you were over there for the ceremony.
Yeah,
which would have been very exciting.
It was.
That should have been in the opening ceremony.
What a crowd surfing foot.
Yeah.
Do you know what they wouldn't let me say in the opening ceremony? The line I wanted to say, but they wouldn't let me say.
Yes.
Which was, if you think you recognise the Chinese athlete with no arms, he's the drummer that screwed up in the opening ceremony.
Maybe he was.
Why is that offensive? Do you know the weirdest thing about the Paralympics is that every time I go through a metal detector, my foot sets off the metal detector. And then I have to explain and go, it's an artificial foot, and they, we don't really know what to do, and then someone might pat it down or they'll make you roll it up. So when I went through, I was in Beijing, and to get into the Olympic venues, you had to go through the metal detector. And it beep, and I thought, this is going to be even worse, because the guy's, he probably doesn't even speak English. I'm in China. What's artificial foot in Chinese? Good call. I'm not sure. I've never seen it on a menu. So I went through, beep, and I went, oh dear. I went over to the guy and went, it's, anyway, go through. And I went, what? He went, it's okay, go through. Thank you for your cooperation. And I went, oh my God, why was that so easy? And then went, oh yeah, I'm at the Paralympics.
I'm surprised you didn't say, is that all you got?
It would have been weird had I not set it off. But I saw the most amazing stuff. And because the thing is, The thing is that the athletes there have the most amazing sense of humour. Like, people with disabilities have the sickest sense of humour and the weirdest. There was apparently a very tall Swedish woman walking around the Olympic Village hand in hand with a short-statured person. And she was like 6'1", and he was this high. And she had a shirt on, a T-shirt, and it said, "Yes, he's my boyfriend," and an arrow pointing down.
Hey, Hilsey, do you want to try to win $20 in 20 seconds?
Do it.